there's a way, and people want to say, what's the best way? And I like the idea of the best way to land a parachute or drive a car or ski down a mountain. But the truth is, it's not that simple. That there are best ways, best practices, you could call it. Or call it really good ways, but there's a lot of really bad ways that people are, trying to force a square peg into a round hole. And, by doing it the hard way, they get frustrated. They sometimes will have problems. So what I try to do with the Adventure Wisdom programming is to apply the wisdom that has come to me. It sounds arrogant, doesn't it? Like, if you don't understand where I'm coming from or who I am, you go, wisdom? Who does he think he is? No, it's the wisdom information, right? The information is what's wise, not the person. And of course, you can, be playing the role of a wise person if you are to recognize the value of specific information and then keep bringing it back up into your own consciousness and spread that wisdom information to other people, right? That the path of service, of finding truthful, all truth is conditional, but under these conditions, truthful information that empowers you, that makes you safer, that gives you more freedom, gives you more ability to save yourself. That's what Adventure Wisdom is to me. The book Transcending Fear, I put my whole heart into that one. I live that book. The idea that fear is not beneficial is a fundamental discrepancy of opinion compared to the way that we're taught. That we are programmed to believe that fear is a positive thing, that it's useful. And I'd say, well, how could a negative emotion be a positive thing? And my gut's telling me it can't. That fear can be an indication that you're off path. I just said that to Matthew. We were climbing around at Rocks and Water, and he kind of got a little bit. I said, well, just because you get scared, it's just information. It doesn't mean that you need to continue to be scared. It just means that you need to continue to evaluate your path and maybe make some changes. Because if your path is leading you to feel freaked out, well, then maybe you don't have the skill to do what you're trying to do right now. Maybe you will, but maybe you don't right now. Maybe the conditions aren't right, slippery rock causing this, you start to slide, and you seize up and you freak yourself out. It's just, it's an indication of what is happening, but it's not a solution. Fear in and itself is not a solution. It's something that screams very loudly in our ears to try to get our attention, and it's just simply another one of the voices in our head, but it's not one that we should give the microphone to and say, here you go, talk to the crowd, because fear isn't, it's short-sighted, right? It's not long-sighted. It's not in for the collective improvement of the situation, right? Not just you, but everybody. Fear doesn't lead that direction. So I think as skydivers and adventure folks, people that follow me, you know what I'm talking about. So that book was not just about what fear is, not just what we can do about it, to sort of soften that emotional experience and create greater clarity. But the book was also about why. Because sometimes that's all you got. You're like, all right, I'm trying to breathe slower. I'm trying to move ahead, even though I'm freaking out. But I have to keep refreshing my connection to the reason why I'm doing the scary thing. Why am I pushing forward into an area that makes me uncomfortable? In time and time again, I get the realization that I'm freaked out because I'm thinking too much. I'm just letting my head take over too much. And I'm forgetting the reason underneath those little thoughts, the big thoughts underneath it, right? That's the reasons. The little thoughts are just the excuses why you shouldn't. You know, why should you, for instance, get out of your car and just start walking in the woods? I'm not even wearing appropriate footwear at the moment. I'm sort of wearing my bedroom slippers. It's funny. Well, they're not beds. They're like, I don't know what you call those. They're not. You can't lace them up, so they're not great for climbing. And I was hanging out with Don Kellner. You know, the guy's got more jumps than anybody in the world. Almost 84 years old. And I looked down. He's wearing exactly the same shoes as me. I was like, aha, comfortable. They are comfortable. So I just figured I would end the live stream. Or, sorry, it's not a live stream, is it? In this recording, in a place like this, so that you can have this moment. Maybe you're in your office, maybe you got your little earbuds in and nobody knows what you're doing. But this is where I am, and you can be here with me. A little deep breath. It's the secret weapon, isn't it? The ability to refocus your mind in a direction that makes sense to you. So that's kind of what I've been trying to do with all of it, with the books and the videos and everything else, is create greater clarity about what the truth is. The truth of how to fly your parachute, the truth about how to, you know, kind of calm yourself down. You see the waterfall over there? Isn't that nice? How to calm yourself down into being your highest self. That's what it's all about. Your highest self is compassionate. It's helpful. It's with foresight, which is an aspect of wisdom where you can look ahead and avoid problems. To navigate complexity. Human life on this particular planet, man, it gets crazy complicated and really provocative, and people end up kind of overwhelmed a little sometimes. And I get that. I do too. If you come to nature, you have a seat, you look at a waterfall, you get the sunshine on your face, you'll put it into perspective, right? You put it into perspective, and everything will be all right. Have a great day, everybody.